Hi, I'm back. And if you don't care, okay. I'm Tara, Mudcreek Stitcher, and I'm solo today. I was due to get a Flosstube out, and my good little puddle friend Lori, it just wasn't going to work. We were trying to get it to work together, but between my schedule and her schedule and weather, and yeah, so I just told her I'd just go ahead and do one. So, miss you, Lori, but I know she's doing good. We are in Nebraska. If you don't know who I am, I'm the Mudcreek Stitcher. I live on a farm. I'm a school teacher. My husband farms and ranches, and we got snow. And a lot of places got snow. I was watching several football games yesterday out north, and it looks like lots of snow everywhere. So, it's really cold today, so I thought, all right, let's do this. We are definitely in the heart of great cross-stitching season because, you know, a lot of us, we're not going outside anymore. It's getting cold. We don't have to worry about taking care of yards and flowers and whatever else. So we're inside more, and that's exactly what's happened. This is going to be a fast and furious video. I am going to show... That's my dog. I'm sorry. I may kick her out, but it's really cold. It's -10 wind chill. Okay. If she gets too noisy, I'll kick her out and shut the door. But it is... I don't even know what I was going to say. Oh, fast and furious. I'm going to go quick. There's no real great order to anything that I am doing. I'm just going to share what I've worked on and what I want to work on. For sure. Hold on. Okay, we'll see if she's quiet. She looks calm. Okay, so back where I was. I'm just going to show you what I've worked on. I have a finish. Oh, it's my Flosstube anniversary. So it's not as exciting as the first year, but it's year 3 that I've been doing this, crazy as that is, not as long as others. And I'm just going to show what I have. No share-aways or anything like that. I just don't have time. I would like to share stuff away. A lot I would like to do and give away, but I just don't have time. It takes forever for me to get to the mail. I always feel bad making people wait, but here's, you want to know the deal with our post office is small town. I'm in a small town under 500 people. Our post office is open from 8 to 11, 1 to 3. I work all those hours. So, and then Saturdays, I never know if they're open or not in the mornings. They are, and then they aren't, and then they are, and then they aren't. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to get stuff mailed. So I figure, just won't worry about shareaways. Maybe next summer when I can go to the post office in those really bizarre hour times. All right, so things coming up really quick before I start showing things. Jingle Ball, I do plan to go to the Jingle Ball. In other words, it's online. It's an online retreat. You just get on your computer. They recommend your computer or iPad, not your phone, but even they say computer's even better because so many people are doing the Jingle Ball. And I'm not doing any of the classes. You can still sign up from what everyone says. There's several classes you can get into. I'm not doing any of that. I just want to get on there. I've got some friends I want to meet up with in a room. I just want to watch. I want to listen and just kind of be in and out when I feel like it for it. So anyways, that's kind of what's up with that. So I do plan to do that. Other than that, just getting ready for Christmas. I did decorate yesterday. All done. And my husband actually helped for the first time in years. So that was wonderful. And yeah, I got to cross stitch for a little bit in the afternoon. And yeah, so all right. So that's kind of my life updates. Pretty good for me because I could go forever. So I did have a finish. I don't have the pattern because I just put it away and I'm not going to get up because I'm lazy. But it is Prairie Schooler. And it's, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called. I saw this on Unfinished Stitches. Maybe I'll put a picture of the pattern in here. I can't remember if it's like Autumn Harvest or something like that, but I could not stop stitching this. Most of the colors are called for. I have a few changes. The red of the leaves of the trees I griped about already to you. It's silky thread. Silky, I have found out, is not my thing. Maybe if I wouldn't have combined it with DMC, would have been a better choice. But anyways, I'm sorry, I have to look at it because it's just so cute. There is back stitch on it. I didn't mind it. You know, the thing is, I think why people struggle with back stitch is at first you think, oh, it won't take long, but in reality, it takes time. So I didn't mind doing it. I did a little at a time, and I just love it. I just love the farmer, driving the horse. I love the little graveyard. I love the church. I love the windows. I made all kinds of mistakes, but you don't know, right? Well, I mean, you do now. But like this tree here, that is this the tree? Yeah, this tree, that is not where it's supposed to be. Oh well, I made it work. So I'm excited to do something with this. I don't know what, probably a frame of some kind. Yes, when I was going through all my stuff organizing, I was looking for all my other finishes because I have several fall finishes. I have no idea where they're at. They are somewhere in that closet or in the shelving or over there, but I don't know where they're at. I put them somewhere safe. Don't you hate when you do that? Put stuff in a safe spot, never to be seen again. All right, so I did get that done. That was Prairie Schooler. It's Harvest something, and it's on Fiber on a Whim Vanilla Latte. And I got that at the cross stitching retreat. Oh, Stitching on the Prairie 2026 is happening. I will put a link down there. I know we announced it last time, but just as a reminder, I don't know how much it is. Last time it was $250. I feel like it'll be around that again. So registration's been up and going for a while, so make sure you get yourself registered. It was fun. It's in Kearney, Nebraska. It's easy to get to. It's not difficult. The meals are there at the hotel, so if you're scared about driving around, you know, don't worry about it. It's all taken care of. But if you're not scared, hey, there's great shopping. So have a blast. And then I wanted to share this. I've already shown this, and this is fully finished. I finished it last fall, but by Jove, every time I looked at it this fall, I had it decorated with some flowers and stuff. I was just like, this is just so darn pretty. And it really is. It's Brenda Gervais, Queen of the Harvest. I just love it. I did all call for colors. I know this is a Fiber on a Whim, but I don't remember what color it is. Maybe I have it here. Queen of the Harvest. Let me look. I have not written everything down because that's just how I roll. I don't see it. Queen of the Harvest. Nope. I'm sure one of my previous videos last year I told what it was on. But I just love looking at it every day. I'm sad to put it away, but I will. I would like to do the Queen of the Needle by Brenda Gervais. Oh, this is Brenda Gervais. Did I say that? With Idea on Thread. I would like to do that one. The Queen of the Needle. I've seen several people show it. That's super cute, but oh well. I don't have it. Oops, sorry, I rocked y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we go. Things Tara's been working on. I've been all over the place. I've just kind of flown where the spirit took me, to say. So, it's just gonna be all kinds of random stuff. You're gonna be like, what? Okay, yeah, no rhyme or reason. So we did, I made a really good group of friends at the stitching retreat that I went to on Stitching on the Prairie, and we have been starting to Zoom, so that's been really fun. And I wanted this last Zoom, I was like, I'm going to start a red Santa. Well, it did not work. I hated the fabric it was on. So while the ladies were talking, I pulled this back out, Kindness Makes Friends, and Lori and I started together. My friend Lori. I know the glare, but... And it's by Shakespeare Peddler. And this is as far as I got. Now, Lori's way ahead of me. She just shared a picture, and I'm like, oh, she's ahead of me. But I do love it. I want to pull it back out and keep working on it. So, and I did do the border, the basic border all the way down. Carol Saltbox style. So, and it's all called for colors. I didn't change anything that I can think of. I don't think so. But this border is a lot of fun. And I don't like borders, but I'm starting to find there's certain borders I like. Ones like this. It's really, really cute. So, anyways, I hope to pull that one back out and keep working on it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Famous last words. My goal really is truly this year to whip it down. I want to whip down. I want to work on what I have. I want to enjoy what I have. I'm not going to promise I won't start anything new because that is way too hard for all of us. Okay? No promises, but I want to work on what I have. All right, another start I had and then a stop because I was not happy with the fabric, but I'm going to show you. If you want to give me your opinion, please do. I would appreciate it because I'm really struggling. This is by J.E.D. Jessica Doisy, because there's a accent. It's the Blueberry J. And it is so bright. It is so colorful. I love these colors. I love blue. And I thought, perfect. I have a green that I'll start it on. And so I did. And it's a light green. And I don't like it. Is this up or down? This is up. Yeah. No, it's upside down. I got it. I don't like it. I don't like the green. I don't think it's dark enough. What do you think? Also, that yellow there, I had to find another yellow because the yellow it was 306 or 734. One of those, it's not bright like what the picture shows. So once again, another issue with pictures. Designers out there, can you please make sure the pictures are true with their colors? I know, look at that. That's not what that yellow looked like at all. It was very dull. So, and maybe it's because, sorry designers for whining, because maybe it's because of the fabric. Okay, once again. Maybe it's because of the fabric. So, should I change the fabric? Should I go for darker? It calls for malachite. It's malachite. And I have looked and looked and looked, and I cannot find malachite in 18 count Ada by Fiber on a Whim. Yeah, you can find it 40. I don't do 40. You can find it 36. I don't do 36. You can do 28 even. I don't do 28. So, I don't know. Give me opinions. Should I dye this over with a darker green? Anybody? Please give me an opinion. I really like this piece and I want to do it, but I don't like the fabric. And I've looked through all of my little stash. I just don't have much for stash. Obviously, I need more stash. So anyways, give me your opinions. And this is in a bag made by Lori. Isn't that cute? Vibrant and fun. Thank you, Lori, for this bag. Okay, so I worked on that. Okay, I have epic mess here. Everybody just bear with me. You're going to hear lots of crinkles and piling and me going, oh, please stay in place. Okay, another one. I would love to get more time in, but I probably won't. I'll probably put it away until next spring or fall. It's Away We Ride. And so many people have done it. Of course, the power of seeing people's examples and work. Yeah. I got all the call for colors. This, I believe, I didn't write it down. I just got the last 4 months. I've not been writing anything down. But I know that this is Coffee Stain. I do believe it's from Kitten Stitcher. And maybe the last video when I showed it, I told what it was, but I don't really remember. I know it's coffee stain of some kind. And this is 18 count. And I love that border as well. Look at me. Who knew, right? Okay, so that's another one I want to work on. And let me put it in this bag that I made. I made this bag. Isn't it cute? I was proud of myself. It is vinyl front. I know people don't like the vinyl front. I don't have a problem with it. I just make sure the pattern is not next to the vinyl. That's all. And a lot of times I keep my patterns in the plastic. I'm going to pause here because my husband's about to walk in, and I'm going to tell him to be quiet. So I'll be right back. All right. He gave me the thumbs up. He knows that not to knock on the door or come in. Our poor husbands. Thank God for husbands, right? Right. Okay. So something that I kind of was really determined to pull back out and get going on was my Blueberry Ridge Sampler Seasons Autumn. And I'm going to pull this one out. The plastic has definitely been handled by me a lot. And it's this one. I think she has all seasons, doesn't she? I do believe she does. All the seasons are out now. There may be one she doesn't have. So my personal opinion of monochromatic, one color, I have been anti for the last year and a half or so, but I tell you what, this one has really struck a chord. And I think it's because, once again, I'm just so tired when I get home from work, and you all know what I'm talking about. You're just so wiped out and tired. It really is easy just to pull out one color. Not only that, but it's kind of fun just to see it grow, of course, which that's all cross stitch. So I don't know, I finished that pumpkin, I started the A, I don't know, the border I love. This is on Gold Rush. I accidentally found it the other day. I don't think I have it in here, do I? I have a little list of some I have, but I don't see it on here. It's on Gold Rush, and I do believe that is either Be Stitch Me or Fiber on a Whim, but that is the name. It is 18 count, 1 strand, and I didn't do called for. I just dug into Stash and used what I had. So it's DMC 975. So that is what I've been using, and I've really been enjoying just one color. Who am I? Maybe I'm growing up in cross stitch years, or not. I don't know. So anyways, I don't want to take this one off. Like this one, I'm ready to take it off and put something else on. But this one I want to keep working on. So I will. Because you can, and it's your rules, right? Your rules. Okay, then something else. I told you this is going to be out of order. I just started this because of Miss Angela, who has been prompting me. She's like, let's do a Green Santa start on my Facebook. And I do have a Facebook page just for stitchers and crafters. If you ever want to share any craft you're doing, I would love to look at it, because it just, it ignites happiness and hope for all of us. Okay. So anyways, I bought this at from the Cross Stitch Emporium. That's the Bougie Stitchers, not sisters. I always say that. It's Stitchers, and it's this pattern right here. So I got all the call for colors. I even looked up what to do about the green, because it calls for a DMC green, but the model stitcher actually did Bayberry. So I got the Bayberry instead. I had to do this hat 3 times last night, screwed it up. I've already screwed out the face. Was starting to dig it out this morning already. But I tell you what, it's really cute. And this is on Shale by Fiber on a Whim. I knew I wanted to go darker color with this. Okay, so that is Teresa Kogut. It's my very first Teresa Kogut, which is exciting. Her patterns are gorgeous. This Santa is not as big as what I thought it would be. I was like, it looks so huge here. No, it's not going to be that big, which I am good with that. So I pulled that one out. That's a brand new start, and I'm enjoying it. If I can just get my poop in a group and get the face corrected and get that beard going. So I'll probably be working on this today as well. I told you, out of order, crazy out of order. And that I have in this bag that I made. And my friend Kathy has the other one. This is such cute material. Love it. Love it. Don't even know who it is. I know it's Riley Blake. That's all I got. It was from Riley Blake's company. Don't know who the designer is, but I love it. Okay, and then another one that I pulled out, an old WIP that I have missed. And I'm like, why do I feel like I have to just do fall and Christmas? I'm like, I don't have to. I put that upon myself. So no more putting upon myself. So let me tear this out of the Q-snap, and then I'm going to put it back in because I want to finish my third sheep. This is Plum Street Samplers, A Shepherd's Song. I saw so many people working on this last spring, and I'm like, what is that? I have come to the realization, Plum Street, Paulette has a ton of patterns out there I have no clue about. A ton. I'm sorry about the crinkles. Let me get it out. I love it. I love the sheep. I love that the grass is not most of the picture. So that's exciting. Okay, so that is Plum Street. Let me tear this out here. I'm tearing it out of the Q-snap because I'm very proud of how far I got. I spent like a week on it. Okay. So before I pulled it out, I'm sorry it's not ironed, but before I pulled it out, all I had done was the corner and the sheep. I didn't have the grass done around it, but now, look at that. I know, I need to just hold it up. Isn't that cute? Everything's called for. You can see my third little sheep. I'm gonna work on him. I want to finish the grass and then start the house. Work a little more on the border. I almost have I do have a page finish, I do believe. Well, when I get that sheep done, I'll have one page finish. This is on Marbled Bunny. I got an 18 count kitten stitcher. I love this fabric, and I think I'm going to have to order myself some more because it is adorable. I love the modeling. It's light colored. It's perfect. Love it. I love the pinks. I know Cross Hatch Quilts, Christy at Cross Hatch Quilts, give me time, I can get it out. She changed the flowers to blue. They're beautiful. And I think Burn Stitches also did that. And she's expecting a baby. How exciting. We love babies. But I love pink. I love pinks. I love reds. I love blues. I thought that house was blue. It is not. It is black. So that was another thing. Okay, so let's talk black really quick. So after I started off with the called for, and the called for was, I don't know, here it is. Hold on. I have it all thrown in here. I don't think, nope, I didn't even put these on floss drops. This is how unorganized I have become. It's a nightmare. Yeah, it was supposed to be, okay, I'm even more unorganized. It's supposed to be black coffee, right? Classic Colorworks black coffee. The house is. All right, that's fine. That's great. I hate the coverage. I absolutely hate it. It does not look good because the white shows through. You know what I'm talking about. All of you who've stitched black on anything, and sometimes we avoid it because we don't have to stitch it. So I talked to Stitchy group, my Stitchy friends, and I ordered a whole bunch of different blacks. I think, well, I'll show you. I got one of these. It's Flosh. Oh, it blends with my shirt. Flosh. My friend Kathy McCrafty Studio has a little tutorial on how to open these up. I'm kind of scared, but I will do it, Kathy. And then I was like, okay, screw it. I'm going to just do what I want. I ordered Valdani Blue Blackbird. Gosh, it's so pretty. I've never used Valdani. So I thought, what if I want to do Blue Blackbird? And then I ordered 3 Valdanis. Never used them. Kathy told me how to use them. Kathy, the Crafty Studio. Listen to her, people. She knows what she's talking about. I ordered Midnight Blue, and I'm like, oh, that's too blue. I didn't want a blue, but it is pretty for something. I don't know what yet, but for something. And then I ordered this one, which is also super pretty, but it's not what I wanted. But I'm like, I will find stitches for these. I just don't know what. But this is Black Nut Valdani. Never used Valdani. Want to, just for, you know, something new. Okay, and then I ordered Black Licorice from Gentle Arts. And it's definitely a black. Sorry, everything black is really blending with my black shirt, which I love my shirt. So I ordered that. And finally, when it boiled down to it, it was this one I think I loved the best. Now, I haven't tried it yet, but it's the Onyx from Gentle Arts. Haven't tried it, but we'll see. I figure if all else fails, I'll just have to use 2 strands over 1 square. So I hope not. I just really like 1 strand. What can I say? I never thought I'd see the day, but the day is here. So these are all of my blacks to try and get this house put together. All right, so let me shuffle, put this all away. Shuffle. Ooh, look at this blue. Wonder where this blue goes. It is, oh yes, deep fennel. Look at that blue. I want to use that blue. I don't know where. Oh, I know. I did use it. It was in the sheep. That's right. Let me show you this. That was kind of surprising. I was like, that's blue? That is blue. Isn't that cool? Okay, sorry. Love blue. Love it. Even my granddaughter said, your favorite color is blue. I'm like, you are right. So she makes me blue pictures. Not of much, but they're blue. Okay, let me tuck this all in. I don't want to lose it. Yes, I don't want to lose it. Keep it all together. I also made this bag. I found this fabric at Prairie Point Junction in Cozad, Nebraska. It was fun. My first time fussy cutting. I fussy cutted the bird so I could get that in there. Had a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm not putting this one away either. Just like that autumn one. It's going to stay out because I want to keep working on it. Once again, it's all about, I want to whip down. I want to get some things done. I also want to start things that have been sitting there. The other day, I kind of had a little temper tantrum with myself. I was kind of yelling at myself. I probably should yell at myself more often. But I was going to look at my patterns and I'm like, oh, I want to start this. Oh, I want to start this. Well, I haven't started any of them. Why not? Because I keep turning around and, buy all the new stuff. And then I don't start the stuff I love in the first place. And I already saw a new pattern I want today. It's like, oh, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. And I think the Jingle Ball could be torturous because, I always go through and look at the shopping. But I don't need it. But I want it. Once again, not going to promise myself I won't have new starts, but I want to work on what I have. Okay, so I worked on that. Then I didn't get any further on this one. I started it with Kathy, McCrafty Studios, and I really should pull this out and just work on the border. Maybe you have some suggestions for me, it'd be great. But there is a lot of over 1 in these motifs here. It's a beautiful piece though. Anton Uffendale, 1835. It's beautiful. I love the colors. I love this down here. That is just gorgeous. I want to do it. I put it on this piece of fabric. Have no idea what it is, do I? I do, yes. Oh, why did I picked 16 count by you. Did I know that I did that? Why did I do that? Anybody know? I may be changing that, but that's all I got done. So Well, that stinks. I didn't know I picked 16 count. What was I thinking? Somebody help. Help me. All right. Well, I'm going to, I don't want to do 16 count. I'm going to have another temper tantrum right here with all of you. Okay. That just changes everything. Good thing I ordered more fabric, right? So, my husband watches these videos. I wish he wouldn't. So, okay. I'm gonna have to redo that. Yeah, another problem. The words are over one as well. Those are over one. So if you're an Ada, why I keep saying it's a problem. If you're an Ada stitcher, ooh, centerfold. Ooh, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. It just means you have to finagle stuff. You have to take stuff out. You know, and at first you're like, I need to stay true, but you know what? Oh, well. Oh, well. It'll just make my flowers a little more simple. Oh, there's a lot of over one. Sorry. Lots of over one I'm finding. Oh, yeah. Maybe I can find another pattern for Ada that I could plug different flowers in. I might have to do that. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. The trials of Ada Stitchers. I sure appreciate those. Like Teresa Kogut, I don't have to worry about over one with hers. That's so nice, and I appreciate that. So we will revisit that one at a later date. Next. I was going to do confession time. Confession time. I'm giving up on my book. I'm just ready to be done with it. I did most of the patterns in here. Somewhere in this room, I have put those finishes. Where they are, I don't know, but they're in here. But I did most of the patterns in here, but I am giving up. I really have gotten burned out on just on all of them. And they're beautiful. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm burned out. So I will be quitting for now those patterns. Oh, look at me. I'm already like, maybe I shouldn't, but I need to. So there's going to be 3 I probably won't get done. And I am okay with that. I got quite a bit done, and we need to look at that as a small victory for me. I know. I feel bad. Oh, pumpkin, I feel bad now. That is cute. Boy, that's a big piece of fabric that I did that on. Oh, well. So, yep, I think I'm going to give up, call it good, and put these away, save them, because you know what? Next fall, I just might be like, ooh, I want to finish that. So, putting these away, I had fun trying to do it. Some of you are like, I'm going to take more than a year. Well, you are smart. Like I said, I think I just got tired of the color palettes. I got really burned out on them. So, I am happy to walk away from them. But it was good while it lasted. I got a few things in here I need to take out. Okay. And, you know, this was the color palette pretty much for most of those pieces in the book. And they are beautiful. Just got tired of it. Okay, so that is the end of that, which gives me another bag that I can put stuff in. Hip, hip, hooray. And I made this bag too. This is just the cutest material. I got it in Colorado at Fort Collins. I can't remember the name of the quilt shop, but it's adorable. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I keep saying okay, but it's me prepping my brain. Moving on. Something else I worked on. See, I worked on a lot of stuff, but nothing's done except for the one thing. But, you know, I only have about an hour and a half I stitch a day, so you can only do so much. Oh, wow, that's a globby mess. I don't even know what that goes to. A lot of, what's it called? I don't know what it's called. What is it called? Thread. Thank you. Floss. I can get there. Okay. This, I'm not taking it all the way out of the Q-snap. Part way. This was another start. Lori and I both wanted to start it. We also started with Janelle, and I don't know if Janelle, haven't heard from her, so I'm hoping she's got going on hers. It is Merrily, Merrily, We Welcome Spring. Once again, did not write the fabric down. I know I talked about in the last video. I think I ended up, oh, I know. It is Cedar River linen. It's Ada, and it's 18 count. And I think it's another one of their coffee ones, coffee stains, coffee something. But this is where I've got to so far. I know. I don't want to take it out of the Q-snap. It's so hard to put these in the Q-snap. I'm sorry, I just shook y'all again. But here we go. That's as big as it is. I'm working on that border. Trying to get it all the way around. So, yeah, I worked on this for about a week straight. So, 1 week of work gets you kind of far. I do love the colors. All the colors are called for. Not changing anything. I do not like to change colors if I don't have to. It just kind of stresses me out. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, well, I'll change it. But for the most part, I just don't want to change colors. Usually the designer's colors are true, except for that one bright colorful one. That was not true. So I don't know what happened there. But anyways. All right. Sorry, gonna put this back in the Q-snap again because I want to keep it ready to stitch. Does any of you do that with any Q-snappers out there or hoopers? Do you just keep it on? Because I do. I find for the most part, either I can iron out the creases or it's going to be cut off anyways, wherever the creases are really bad if I'm going to fully finish it. So I don't really worry about it. Maybe I should. We won't talk about that. Okay, just getting it all put back together so I can keep going on it. I do love my grime guards. If you don't use grime guards on your Q-snaps, I highly recommend it. You can even make them yourselves. You can find a little tutorial. It's really not that hard. You just need elastic. So I'm just getting it all tucked in so I can keep going on it. Yep, there we go. Ready to go. So I can keep working on it. And I have it in this bag that I made as well. This was a cute bag. It was just a bunch of scraps I had and made it. Another vinyl. Once again, the vinyl doesn't bother me. You just make sure, don't put the pattern in front. So I do love this. Just a great pattern. So love it. I have another blackbird behind me I got finished. I hope to get this one finished next year too. I just love it. I enjoy it. I'm going to work on what I want to work on. Your cross stitch, your rules. That is my philosophy. Whip down this year and your stitch, your rules. I love watching Criminally Creative Susan. She has all kinds of rules for herself and games, and so does Phoebe from Moonshine Stitchery. And I love watching them. But I'm just like, maybe I should do that. And then instantly I'm like, nah. So I love watching them though. It's really cool what they do. But it's not for me. Okay, what is this one? Oh yeah, this one. All right. And then, just on a whim, literally on a whim, just out of nowhere, I'm like, I want a new Santa one. And I thought I had a bunch of red Santas. I don't, but I'm remedying that. I'm getting a bunch of Santa patterns. I was looking at Lizzie Kate. What a sale on 123 Stitch. Some of those Santa patterns, the little ones, were like $2.50. I didn't buy them, but I was looking at them. So anyways, I decided I want to do Tiny Modernist Santa's House. It is super cute. It gave me kind of a Christmas spirit feel. I thought, how cute for my grandkids to look at this and check it out. Look at all the stuff going on in Santa's rooms. His house, he's getting his clothes on there. That one cracks me up. Love all the little detail. So I got it started. It is called for colors. It's all DMC. which is awesome because DMC is pretty cheap. I think a total of $11 to buy it all. And it is on Atomic Ranch 18 count Tombstone. And I bought this at the Cross Stitch Retreat, once again, when I went to it in Kearney. And it's cute. I did change the white. Instead of using the DMC white, I grabbed what I had with Classic Colorworks. And so I am using, instead of DMC white, I am using bamboo. It just feels, fills, F-I-L-L-S, feels better. Thank you. And it feels lovely. So that's as far as I got. And another one I want to work on. Boy, you can tell there's all kinds of things I want to work on. So when will I get to it? Hopefully this Christmas. Hopefully I can get at least one room done. That would be great. So it's really cute. I love it. It's the kind of piece I know my grandkids would like to look at and just dream about Santa. All right, another Q-step, of course. And I made this gram guard myself. It was easy to do. And this is in a bag I made myself. Look at me. I'm actually making things. Well, I haven't lately, though. Work gets in the way. All right, and then, hold on. I have not worked on that, so I won't pull that out. Let me see what this is. I know, I'm just emptying out this tote. No, I never worked on that. I want to. Oh, this makes me sad. I promised myself I would start this in October. I never did. And somebody else just showed it the other day. Sweater weather. Never got it done. That plastic's really glaring with the gray cast sky and the snow on the ground. Yeah, I never got it done. I love my star barks. I wanted to start this, but I haven't yet. So hopefully I have it all kitted up. Wait, do I? Yes, I do. Here's my fabric choice. It is Wet Sand. Stitch Me. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You know what? This would be really nice for that Anne Uffendale. Ooh, makes me think. I'll have to think about that. Although it's more creamy, wasn't it? The model picture. I don't know. I'll think about it. But anyways, I never did get it started. Maybe I'll get it started next year. Did I say I would do it this month? No, there's no way. Let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, so that is all the things I have touched in the last 6 weeks, because it's been about 6 weeks. Okay, let me get my little tote organized. It's not organized very well, but I know. I have baskets here I want to shuffle things to. I know I have piles and piles around me. I'll make it work. I won't pause the video. We'll just keep going. Let me tuck some of these in, make a little room, and let's begin. Oh yeah, look at that. It is creamy, isn't it? That probably wouldn't work. Darn, I'll just have to go shopping, figure it out. Okay, here we go. Moving on. Now, I pulled out all the things I want to work on this for the next 2 months. You know, Christmas time, Christmas winter time. So one thing I want to work on is this. I have a beautiful start from last Christmas, and I need to keep going on it. I'm pretty sure there was a picture there. Wasn't there? Did I lose the picture? Oh boy, I did. Here it is. It fell off. It fell off. It is Nora Corbett. It is Pixie Couture Collection Holly. It did fall off. Oh, it just tucks in. Yeah, give me time here. So I had another Mirabilia Not a Nora Corbett Mirabilia, but Nora Corbett does design those. It was Queen of Freedom, and I gave up on her. I was just, when I started her, I was a young, prideful stitcher and thought I could do it all. And when I looked at it, finally, in the eyes of one more experienced than when I started it, I hated it. So I gave up on her for now, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to really focus on trying to get Holly done. So she is on Opalescent Ada 18 count. That is her skirt, and the berries are the back of her dress. And I want to work on that and just try and get her done, so I can say to myself, I finally got one done. It is so cute, and I know it's going to take time. I was listening to the Huga Stitcher talking about those wings. She said they take a lot, so it's like, okay, I'm just going to work on it, keep pulling it out, and get done as much as I can, and hopefully have a finish. There are beads for it. If you're not a bead person, I don't know if I am or not because I haven't done it yet. But here's the beads. I haven't done them yet. And it does have Krynic as well. So is this Krynic? It is 2 colors of Krynic. So, and I don't like Krynic, but oh well, I'll make it work. So I want to pull these out and get this one going. Pull this one out and work on it because it is very pretty. Very pretty, very vibrant, very, very merry, very. Okay, so there you go. All right, so that's one I want to work on. I'm going to keep her out for sure. I'm going to keep these all out, let's be real. Okay, then another one I want to pull out and work on. I threw the other one away because I was so frustrated. I didn't like the colors I chose. So it is Books of the Bible again by My Big Toe. I have a teeny weeny start. It's color and cotton. I've never used it, but just the little bit I've used it, it is beautiful on Ada. So I want to pull this back out. I was just watching Sarah Stitchin' Mommy. Love her. And she's just doing a couple strands every time they go to church or whatever. I'm like, I should do that. So I want to do it again and get going on it. So that's another one I pulled out that I'm like, I want to work on. Another one I want to work on for sure. This baby will be pulled out. Like all the others, I'm like, I will work on it. But this one is like, no, I will work on it. There is a difference in working on it. And it is Heaven and Nature Sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing by Kathy Barrick. It is beautiful. I think it was Lori Holt. She just had a video and showed hers. I was like, oh, I need to get mine out and work on it. So here is what I have so far. I was in the process of working on that deer and reached frustration level because of the NPI silks. And I'm going to look at this up close again. Yeah. What I did, okay, yes, I'm blind, I know. My initial X's, I didn't like how much of the fabric was coming through. So on the bottom back leg there, I started doing an extra leg over it, and the fill is much better. So that's probably what I'll just keep doing and fill it up. Those trees were a bear. They're a lot more difficult than what they look like. And then looks like, yep, I stopped on that sign because I was a little worried about the legs. So that's where I'll pick it up at, is at the sign, and then just keep on outlining my deer. This one is definitely a fiber on a whim. I might actually have it right down here. And it is 18 count. 18 count. Yes. Not another sampler. Fiber on a whim. Right? Nope. Bestitch me. Yeah. Bestitch me. Okay. It's definitely not fiber on a whim. Don't listen to me. Oh, I guess it does have the purple. That's a signature of this Stitch Me. So this one is a yes for sure. She is going to work on it because she wants to see it come to fruition and completion. Will it be in 2026? Probably not. But one has hope. Okay, let me get these all put back. I just need everything to stay together. You know you are addicted when you're like, I gotta keep everything organized together. I'll never find it again because I have too much stuff. Okay. And then another one I pulled out. I haven't touched. And I'm so mad at myself because I was so excited to work on it. And it's Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. And the reason I didn't pull it out is because I was spending all my time on that Prairie Schooler because I was just having too much fun. So I am right here and I need to finish that block. So I definitely want to work on that. It is Shepherd's Bush color conversion. You have to buy it from them. You can't give it away. It's on 18 count. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's somewhere. So I have those top two done and I'm right there with that grass, and then the barn will be next. Oh my gosh. I knew if I pulled this out, I would look at it and go, I need to work on it. And that's exactly what's going on through my head. Okay, so what is it on? I don't know. Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. It is on Dune by Picture This Plus. Oh my gosh, it's such a pretty color. I need more of this too. Christy Crosshatch Quilt, she's towards the bottom. She's not done. She's got several more blocks to go, but she was talking about those the corn there, and she's down at the bottom towards the turkey, and she said more of that corn. It is a bear to stitch, and it's the turkey of the two corns, and she's right. It's confetti. It's heavy, heavy confetti stitching. But it's so darn cute when you get done. Isn't it? Oh, I think it is. Okay, so that one I pulled out specifically to work on. I want to work on it and keep it going. If only I wasn't so Stitch DD. Stitch Deficit Disorder. I think that's what I have, Stitch DD. And some of you know what I'm talking about. Don't deny it. And then some of you are like, no, I'm only going to work on one. And those of us who are Stitch DD admire this. Let you know, just so you know, okay? Another one I pulled out that I want to work on for sure in a bag made by moi. That means me in French. I don't think it does. Is Winter Rose Manor. I've loved this from day one. Everyone loves it. So many people have done it and shared it and showed it, and we've all oohed and awed, and it is still true. Brenda Germain knocked it out of the park with this piece right here. It's just so delicate. I think that's why we all love it. Because truly in our hearts, we are delicate. Truly. I might not look delicate, but in my heart, I am delicate. Okay? We just love it. So, I haven't worked on this since last winter. Lori, you were working on it. Did you get it all done? I don't know. She was hot on it, getting a lot done. Here it is. So I was at the bottom, had to rip out the snow after a discussion with my friend Miss Michelle. Hi, Michelle. And the initial color made it look like animals had peed in the snow. So I changed the color. I think it's Marshmallow now by Classic Colorworks. I think. It's not bamboo. That made it look yellowy. So I like it much better. I love the bird. I want to do the cardinals. And the border is a lot of fun. I had fun with this because the border, it just changes. It's not the same thing over and over. And I love that. And it was simple. It was not hard. Okay, so yeah, I changed. It's not bamboo. It is chalk. Never mind, it's chalk. Because I wanted it really bright white. Okay, so this one for sure also I will be working on. Boy, this is a cute bag. I was just looking at the inside. Look at the inside. Isn't that cute? I need to just put bags out and stare at them for a while. Okay, so I want to work on that. And then these two, I would love to start. Let's be real. Maybe not till next year, because I want to whip down. Once again, I want to whip down, but these are ready to go. So if I feel the urge to start, I will. They are Dimensions Gold Collection stockings. The dream is to make a stocking for each of my grandkids. Well, we know how dreams go, but that's the dream. So this is one of them. Isn't that cute? And it's just a blue 14 count Ada that they included. And I'll probably just use that. And I'll probably do a center start to make sure, you know, I stay correct. I just love it. Which grandkid this will go to? No idea. But I know I want to do that. Let's just see if I can actually finish one for a grandkid. Yeah. It's going to take a grandkid saying, Grandma, when are you going to get this done? That's probably what's going to be. And then the other stocking I want to do, I have one more stocking, but I don't know where it's at. I think it's in one of my baskets. It's of a red pickup truck and snow. I want to do that one. And then this one also, they're all Dimensions Gold, is this one. I love that one too. So I'd like to do that. Isn't it cute? Little animals, little snowman under blue sky. I love it. So this is another one I would like to start. Probably not until I whip down. I need to whip down. Do you hear it in the urgency of my voice? I want to get these done. I want to get some stuff finished. I want to hang them up. Yeah. And of course, there's something called time. Time gets in the way. Yeah. Age. Older you get, you know, you kind of fall asleep in your chair. Yeah. Another one, I started with Lori, and she's ahead of me because she's amazing. Lori, I'm trying to catch you. This is the Nativity. I don't have a picture because it is online. I have Markup RXP. It is a Heaven and Earth Design mini. The Stitching Mommy is doing this, and she's got a wise man's head already showing. So this is all I've got. It's a little corner, a little bit of a palm tree. That's it. But over here is the nativity scene. The wise man is right about here. One of the wise men. So this is hard. I'm not going to lie. This is the hardest thing I've ever tried to do in cross stitch. It is laborious. It takes a lot of labor, okay? Not like having a baby labor, but possibly. It goes slow. And every box is 100 stitches. And this is on 18 count. It goes slow. You get lost. You're better off just sticking with one color and following that color all the way through, I'm finding. Because it's hard. So I want to pull it back out though. That's why I have it out. I need to just sit down and make myself put some stitches in. I can't really watch TV. Maybe I can listen to a book or a podcast, but yeah, there's no watching television or any kind of action show because you're going to be off. So there's that one. And then this one I started last winter. I have missed it. I want to pull it back out. I love the color blue, and this is Christmas in Blue. Isn't that gorgeous? Joan Elliott, right? Joan Elliott? Yes. Christmas in Blue. So I worked on the top portion. I stayed true to the pattern column for 14 count Ada, and I'm glad I did. I just love it. I love it. And that is a lot of stitching right there, people. There's a lot of traveling with this border, and I think that's why you're gonna want an Ada if you'd ever do this, because you cannot tell that I traveled. Can you? Maybe you can, but I don't think you can. but there's lots of traveling on the back. Let me just show you the back. Gasp. I know it's nice and stiff. Look at that. But yeah, see how much traveling you do? But you can't tell on the front because it's good old 14 count thick Aida. Okay, so I want to pull that one out again as well. And it had beads, I thought. It does have beads. And I have yet to do beads. I want to do beads. Yeah, I haven't done beads yet. Okay, so that is one I definitely want to work on. Actually, I may work on this one today. I just love it. Look at all these. Even though I did sew the edges, I don't have a serger. My friend and I at church, she inherited a serger machine from her husband's first wife, who passed away from breast cancer, and she was a good friend of mine, and I love this woman that he's married. She's amazing, and she also sews like his first wife did, and she's found the serger machine in the closet and talked to her husband about it. He's like, yeah, use it, you know. My first wife, she did this with it, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, whoa, I don't even know how to thread it. So anyways, I was talking to her at church. She got the serger out and she started practicing serging. And she said, I could serger fabric for you. So I might be bringing it over. Okay, I'm on the last two things. Maybe this wasn't as fast as I thought it would be. But I was trying to hurry. Two things that I want to start for sure in the next 2.5 months. Might only be a few hundred stitches, but I want to get them started. This one has been waiting since last spring, and I never pulled it out. And I'm just like, what is wrong with me? And it is another hawk run. I've seen so many people do this one. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I want to work on it. So I will be pulling that one out. I'm going to do it on wheat, 18 count, fiber on a whim, Aida. It's all DMC I got, good old DMC. It's all kitted. It's ready to go. I'm just excited. And I can't believe I haven't started it yet. There you go. Oh, and I made it in this cute bag. Look at this bag. Isn't it cute? I tell you what, even if you don't, so I do like to quilt. I have quilt blocks waiting for me right here. I actually got some started on Cut the Mustard. I actually got a couple blocks in. I have them all ready to go. But if you don't have time to make a lot of quilts and stuff, which keeps happening to me, make yourself a bag. It kind of gets that fabric fix for you. And they're so cute. And obviously you'll use them for all kinds of things. They can be gifts, they can be for yourself, whatever. But it's a great way to get your fabric fix and play with fabric. Okay, so I definitely want to work on that one in the next 2.5 months. I did put my pattern in here. I apologize for zip, unzip, zip, unzip. And the final one, the last one. I saw this, and I talked about this last video. Saw this at the cross stitch retreat done. Somebody brought it for the brag table. And I was like, dang it. I have to have it. So I ordered it because they didn't have it. The Cross Stitch Emporium vendor didn't have it. So I ordered it, and it's ready to go. Almost. I'm just looking here. I need to floss drop my colors. Somebody else just showed this on a Flosstube I watched this morning. Oh, Christy, Crosshatch Quilts. I love her. She's finished. And it's taken her 3 years to do it. So, in Tara's terms, that's 6 years. So anyways, I ordered fabric from Farm Girl Dry Goods. I'm a little worried because I pulled out this. It's 20 count. It's kind of hard for me to see. So I will start on this. This is Old Amana, 20 count. And if I struggle too much, then I will go back to 18 count. But I really like this. I thought this looked great with it. These need to be all floss dropped and get them ready to go. And yeah, I need to do it. I love the fact that Teresa Kogut, I mean, she does mostly everything's DMC for the most part. And then a few weeks dye works, a few color works, but really DMC. So she tries to make it as affordable as possible for you. So you can't ask for more. So there you go. Putting this back in my bag. I'm looking around. Did I forget anything else? I'm sure I did. Not only that, sorry, but I can't find where my finishes are. That's going to drive me nuts. All my fall finishes. They're somewhere in this room. So anyways, that is the end of this video. A little longer than I wanted to go. It's past my lunchtime and I'm definitely hungry. Not that I need food, but I'm hungry. So thank you for stopping by. I did my Bible study as well today. If you're interested, it's Sermon on the Mount by Jen Wilkin, and that's its own separate video. And yeah, I've been watching lots of Flosstubes at school when I grade papers. I watched the Cornhusker State Stitchers. This morning I watched the Cornhusker State Stitchers. I watched Christy Crosshatch Quilts. I watched part of Stitching Mommy. I think I got, then I started also watching Stitching is Elementary with Carolee. I love her too. So I just watched that this morning when I got up after my devotional time. So I watch a lot of Flosstube. Okay, we know I have a problem. So anyways, but you do too if you're watching me. So thanks again for stopping by. Maybe I could actually be back in 2 or 3 weeks with Lori. If you're watching this, Lori, what do you think? And hopefully, yeah, have some stitching to share. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. Have a great week.